There is an awful lot to like about the new 2017 Toyota CHR. Most importantly, that it's not just another Toyota. It's built on Toyota's new global architecture, and as such, it has its engine lower down in the engine bay, allowing for a better center of gravity and an overall lower vehicle height. This does two things. Firstly, it theoretically improves handling, and secondly, it allows a car that measures only 1,565 mm high to look more like a hatchback than a small SUV, while still offering SUV levels of practicality and spaciousness. The exterior is very much at odds with the interior, which, whilst not as conservative as some Toyotas, with diamond-shaped stitching and roof lining really adding a sense of difference, seems to present a near-ideal balance of style and practicality. It tests so much more, almost like the beginning of a new chapter for a brand that has for so long been lost in the wilderness of monotony. The Toyota CHR has character, a sense of style and attention to detail that would be been unheard of from the Japanese giant just a few years ago, but it's also not perfect. From the outside, the CHR pushes the boundaries of Toyota's design language to a new level. It has more lines than a zeal of zebras. It has a very busy design, and one that looks fresh and hip for the moment, but may not necessarily stand the test of time, although only time will be the judge of that. It has instantly recognizable as a Toyota from the front, but the rear is somewhat derivative, with hints of Honda well present. Firstly, the seats. These are the best seats in any Toyota we've sampled. They are not only comfortable, but they look amazing. You would be thrilled to see them in a car with a six-figure price tag, let alone one which we suspect will start in the mid to high $20,000s. Pricing will be confirmed early in 2017. Then there is the clever use of space and good ergonomics, like the built-in door cup holders in the rear, or the infotainment system which faces towards the driver. In fact, one can be easily surprised by the level of refinement in the CHR. From the leather dashboard covering to the piano gloss surrounds of the gear level, to the way the buttons feel and respond when pressed. It's not quite at the level of, say, a Lexus NX, but it's getting pretty darn close, and that should really worry Lexus. The infotainment system is rather good for a Toyota, although, unfortunately for us, Toyota Australia is getting the smaller 6-inch double-din screen rather than the very high-resolution 8-inch display in our European spec-test vehicles. Even so, both models miss out on fundamental technologies such as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Realistically, the Toyota CHR is not going to fit 5 adults, but despite initial appearances of zero headroom in the rear, once we actually got into the back, we were pleasantly surprised by just how much room was present. The rear seats are positioned rather low and deep into the car, giving a great deal of both head and leg room.